Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. So today we're going to go back into the game because yesterday OBS kept giving me some issues, and yeah, that was fun. So we're going to try and take care of that today. We're going to try and take care of that today, all the stuff that we were doing yesterday. But we're just going to go ahead and start. Um, but yeah, I had some issues with OBS yesterday. It was fun. It was very fun. I, I had a few issues, but you know, the OBS was definitely one of them. All right, let's see. Let's get the volume back on. There we are. Hello, I'm here. Okay, so yesterday OBS messed up, and I figured out it was because of the freaking computer getting an update. So that was fun. That was fun. The computer updated, and instead of like telling me I needed to re-update everything, it was like, nah, you're not gonna update. And I completely forgot that I needed to feed everything. It crashed in the middle of me feeding, I think. And I just got aggravated and didn't do anything. So I'm just gonna do a quick. This is kind of why I'm starting a little bit early, because I completely forgot what I was doing yesterday. But it crashed twice, and I didn't realize it was because of the update. I couldn't figure out what was going on, because today it's been fine. I've not had any issues. It was messing up like everything on my computer. There was like a few other games that would crash, like some of my browsers were crashing for no reason, and I eventually figured out it was because of the update. Like, I don't know why, but every single time. Okay. Sorry, it just thundered really loud. We're supposed to have really bad storms tonight, and I'm hoping the power doesn't break. But you know, we'll see. Uh, we'll see if we last longer than an hour and a half like we did yesterday. Typically storms don't hit us too bad. I'm gonna knock on some wood really quick. In this house, the storms aren't usually too bad. It does blink every so often, but for the most part, this place weathers the storms pretty good. It's not like my other house where uh, like the lightest little bit of a storm could potentially like cause the power to go out. So, um, I think we'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. um, but I want to try and do things a little bit more relaxed this time, because I did definitely get into a bit of a sour mood yesterday, and I probably should have quit and went off stream for a little bit and counted. And it's not necessarily because of the stream itself. It's just I have issues with dealing with my emotions sometimes, and they kind of I could feel them bubbling, and I should have just taken a break. But Casey just sent us mail, and I'm gonna take care of that in a little bit. But if you are new to the channel, or this is your first time seeing my tags, maybe you might notice there's a new tag, and it's because I'm trying to be more honest, at least to a degree, about the fact that I'm bipolar. So, and you know, most of the days I can deal with it pretty well. Gosh, that is some loud thunder. I don't know if the headphones can hear it, but I definitely can. But I sometimes struggle with emotions, and sometimes I get a little bit overwhelmed. So I know yesterday I had to stop midstream, and I just started counting. I just started counting because I was just so stressed, and that's kind of normal for me. I don't know why I gave you all chickens. I needed to give these to the pink slimes. Um, but sometimes I'll like if I'm like too overstimulated or too stressed or too angry, I'll like just start counting. Like I'll look into like a different side of the room. I'll go stand in a corner or look to like a wall, or I'll literally cover my head in a blanket and I'll just start counting for a little bit until I feel like I'm calmer. uh, and I did that in the middle of the stream, and I didn't even think to like pause the video or anything. But uh, it's funny looking back because like it didn't even feel like that big of a deal. But at that moment, my brain was just like, no, we're gonna make it a big deal. But that's kind of how bipolar works, right? Bipolar, your brain just doesn't always listen to you. Sometimes the emotions come out, and you gotta just feel it. You just gotta let your brain have its moment to feel things, and just find a healthy way to cope with it. So, but I don't know if I would really count this as like a mental health, like I kind of like the idea of being a mental health advocate, but I'm definitely not a professional. Like if you need like professional services, please go see an actual professional. Like definitely do not talk to somebody on the internet about like your personal issues and like expect them to be able to take care of you. Like go see an actual therapist, contact a crisis helpline. Go I have a bunch of them online resources like down below underneath the in the about section. So if you're like having a crisis right now, there's resources down at the bottom if you are having an emergency or you feel like you're going to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else, or if you're afraid of getting hurt, they're right there too. But I can't help with that. I can't help with a lot of those issues, but I do like the idea of being able to talk about my issues and like my struggles with mental health and you know that sort of thing. And because I've been in the mental health system for like almost 15 years now. I've been seeing therapists and doing the whole mental health thing for nearly 15 years. So like I feel like a lot of times people talk about their mental health, and a lot of them, like not all of them are younger, but a lot of the people I see are usually younger online. So I feel like having like some older people like me, like I'm 36, so maybe I'm not too old, but having somebody that's been in the system for a very long time might help. And like uh like there's a I also don't really see a lot of like bipolar. Like I usually see like depression and like anxiety and stuff, which I also struggle with depression and anxiety. Like the depression is part of the bipolar, and I've always struggled with like social anxiety. So like I'm just a little bag of fun, right? But like I don't often see like bipolar. I was even like looking through the tags on here about like bipolar people and stuff like that, and I didn't really see that much. So it could be just that those posts don't exist anymore. I don't even know why I am sucking these up. I'm just kind of rambling while I am trying to clear up all this extra food. But I just kind of want to empty out all the spaces while I can. But we'll talk to Casey in a bit. And I just wanted to ramble on a little bit about my issues and stuff before we get into Casey. But yeah, if you see me talking weird or like maybe getting a bit rambly at times, it's probably just because my brain is being a little wonky. So I don't think it will make me like into a different person necessarily, but sometimes I do get like panicky or a little bit more aggressive because of that. So I do try to control it, but sometimes it'll probably slip out. So I'm just trying to want to try and learn to like take more breaks when I feel that kind of boiling up. And I feel like that's a good thing for streams, is like, especially where I'm a newer streamer now, the fact that I can like talk about it and just like take that time to calm down and learn to calm down, that helps. I'm just gonna go ahead and read. London. I know it was the right thing to do. I appreciate you letting me know, but it never felt the same as having you close by. London was an opportunity I couldn't pass up, an opportunity to tour and do what I love, but I still miss you like crazy. And when you told me about going to the far, far range, it made me miss you even more, even before you were gone. I guess that's just us. What we really want just so happens to be in different parts of the known universe. I mean, there's long distance, and then there's being so far away that time itself might actually function differently. Why aren't there more songs about that, huh? Yeah, so there's still more to do with those two. Uh, they have a ton of plorts too. It's fine because we gotta wait a little bit for Viktor stuff. So I'm just gonna toss 50 more in there, and like I know in my brain I probably am rambling a little bit, because I feel like I do ramble a lot right now, and maybe part of it's just because of the whole streamer thing. I feel like I need to talk, and I feel like I'm talking too fast because I'm just trying to get all the information out at once. But I do feel like I'm rambling a lot. But, yeah. Now I can't think of anything. We're still going to do the Viktor thing. I'm going to try and get a hold of Viktor today. Hopefully he'll be the one that responds. If not, Bob. But we'll collect a little bit more. 404 thought not found. Yeah. Nice to see you, Foffy. Have you been hearing me ramble about my like mental health issues? Oh no. Oopsie. I just came in here and I was just like, you know what? I didn't have a great day yesterday. I'm just gonna talk about my issues. No, you just turned up. Okay, good. I'm glad about that. You can't believe you missed the mental health lore drop. Yeah, I'm bipolar. I think I already told you about that. Yesterday I just started like I felt myself like kind of panicking in midstream, and I just started counting right in the middle of stream. Because I was just like, okay, I need to calm down. Instead of like pausing the video, I just started counting, and I was just like, you know what? That's kind of weird. Now that I'm thinking about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it a little bit today. Oh yes, the numbers. They will help me. Yeah. I need to fix my screen. I keep like it's not showing me on. It was hiding your text. Oh, except for that bitch. I might have to fix auto mod. It did hold your message, but yeah, I agree with you. I might have to tweak that. I can't believe you. I can't believe you would say that in front of auto mod. I thought you were a good, wholesome streamer. Listen, sometimes I count for my OCDs, and I always get stuck on 4. On 4? That's interesting. See, I usually do it in 3s. It's either like 3s, even numbers, or like 5 and 0. It's very interesting. Like, I don't know why. Automod is a bit smack. Yes. Yes, it is. It can be. But if we didn't use it, it would there'd be a lot more things coming in. Sometimes I just say random numbers like 23. Yeah. I mean, I usually do the like if I do say a number, it's usually like the SpongeBob joke, you know, like 24 and 25. But that's because me and my cousin love the old SpongeBob jokes and memes. So we usually just keep saying those numbers to each other. Or 42. We also talk about 42 a lot. Yeah, the automata is good. It's just, you gotta like learn what it blocks. Yeah. Yeah, you do. And it do love to block. Why is the tornado here? Who is angry? Okay, hang on. What, why aren't you eating? Why aren't you eating? Hang on. Which of you are being grumpy Gus's? Stop being grumpy Gus's. Eat your dinners. I might have to just like manually feed these guys. Because apparently this feeder is not getting to them. Are y'all satisfied now? I hope so. I hope so. Me. I'm understimulated and made a tornado. Yeah, basically. Malnourished tornado, really. No food, make tornado. But I was doing this all last night, and then OBS crashed. So, just to add it. I like they explode even when happy, though. Yeah, boom slimes just like to go boom. It don't matter why. They just like go boom. They love go boom. Did you see that message I sent you about the Dead by Daylight stuff? Cause I know you love that. Like I'm not a big fan. But like I watch you play it sometimes. Like I've watched you and like I don't know if it counts like as a proper horror game. Did you notice OBS crash or were you playing a while? I was playing when it crashed, but it also crashed right before I started stream too. So like it crashed twice. Like almost like 2 hours apart. So, and I thought I fixed it the first time. It ended up being because Windows did an update and it kind of fumbled everything. You did. You were looking it up. At least it's going until August 12th, so I could grab the drops easily and play for myself a bit. Windows. Yeah, Windows 11 is specifically. Okay, we're doing a Bob one. I keep... okay. Hello, chicken. Okays? Okays. I love this guy. I love him. I love them. Them? Is this a them? Do they each have their own pronouns? I don't know. We get him chickens, though. We get him chickens. So, Briar, Painted, and those. So, I'm going to have to go... It keeps telling me to go to the jungle. It keeps wanting me to be wild. I guess it's a collective them, at least. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They use every pronoun because it's a them. Like, each one has a gender. So, like, you say she, and, like, the top one says yes. You say he, and the middle one says yes. You say they, and the bottom one says yes. It's like Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. From, like, Animaniacs. Like a collective hive mind. Roll call, yeah. But would you consider Dead by Daylight to be like a jump scary gore game, or is it just like, because like I can't handle things like Five Nights at Freddy's, but like I've watched you play a few rounds of it, and I feel like I could handle that game to a degree, because I watched you play like that girl from The Ring. But if it has like a lot of jump scares or like really graphic gore, I can't really handle that. Like those are the two things that really mess with me. There's very few jump scares, especially if you're playing as the killer. Also, it's more if you're the survivor that's the problem. Okay. Okay. Like, can you? Is it random whether you get to pick the survivor or the killer? Cause like I think you were playing survivor almost every rank, everything. No, you choose. Oh, I might try that out then. I'll probably watch your streams a little bit and a little bit more if you do more Dead by Daylight. Your killer main. Oh, okay. See, because when I always assumed that it was like random or like you had to be like in like groups with friends in order to pick who does what. So I didn't realize you could actually choose. Survivor is only when I play with friends. Yeah. Mess with the friends, huh? Okay, that's cool. You choose your role. All right. Like I can handle like a little bit of like screwed up stuff, but just like certain things are just too intense for me. Like I was trying to talk about it like yesterday, and I was just like, too much. If I'm Survivor alone, I get too sweaty and nervous. Yes. Yeah, that. Yeah, I feel like Survivor would scare me half to death. Like, there's so many, like, horror games that I love the, like, idea of. Like, another, like, couple of games that I like is, like, Lobotomy Corp and, like, Limbus Company and stuff. Like, I love the idea of them, but I can't actually handle any of them. I forgot I'm getting chickens. Because they do have, like, jump scares, and they have some, like, really graphic, gory stuff. Also, if I mess up as a killer, it's only me frustrated. If I mess up as a survivor, everyone judging me, yeah. Oh, no. The Overwatch treatment. Yeah, that's true. There is a cooperative thing. The co-op's a little bit more difficult. No, not the Overwatches. Yeah, I used to play Overwatch. I used to play the original Overwatch, and like I mostly played healer because that's like the only thing nobody wanted to play. So, but it was either that or whichever role was like Bastion or that guy with the shield. I've grown to love horror over the years. Used to be so against it. Now I'm like, yummy horror, yum yum. I feel the same. For again, it kind of varies on what it is, because there's still stuff that's like, ooh, I can't handle that, but I can handle this. I kind of realized last year, after I like upped my anxiety medicine, that I could handle a lot more stressful stuff. I don't like overly realistic gore, but as long as it's not over the top, I'm usually fine. If it looks too realistic, I'm leaving. Yes. Yeah, exactly. See, you're way better with your words than I am. I was like stumbling over everything. You without anxiety. Yeah. I'm that little snail with the fire around it, just standing on its little tail tip. Tail? Is that a tail? Do snails have tails? I'm assuming that is a snail tip. That is a tail tip. But yeah, cause like it's embarrassing. I couldn't play Luigi's Mansion. Like, Binding of Isaac is so gory when you look at it, but it's also pixel cartoony. So I need to go back and actually play that. Like, I keep saying I need to go back and play that, and then I never do because there's so many other games. Like, there's so many games on my backlist that I need to play, and like now it's like, well, I can use them for stream. has co-op now. Oh my god. It does? They put the co-op in that? That's insane. So me and you could go around, like, crying at everything. You can help me, yes. Help me defeat the blue baby. Shoot, you're gonna make me, like, load that game up either tonight or tomorrow, ain't you? I'm gonna load up that game and just be like, how do I play this again? And then, like, die, like, 20 times in a row because I haven't played it in forever. I don't even know. Yeah, I was gonna see if I could get a 10th chicken. I've been so busy talking to you, I kind of forgot how many chickens I needed for the thing. Oh no. I think I have enough. Listen, I got 100% of the achievements. I don't have any more goals in it. I must help. Yeah, I don't think I got any of the goals because, like, I played for the longest time. I just played the original Flash version, and I don't have anything in the newer version, the Rebirth. So I need to just, like, do that one now. And I don't have a key for this area yet. So I gotta go back. I gotta go back the long way. Because I keep forgetting I don't have the key over here because I don't have any food to feed the slimes. There's only 2 slimes left that got keys. And I don't have any food for them. And they're both in the desert, but, you know, I'm very forgetful. Gordos. They're still slimes. But they're the big fat slimes. Big cute little fat slimes. Chickens needed, yes. And used to watch me play. Yes, I did watch you play. I think I watched you beat the... or at least go against the Whisper. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. I don't think I watched you go against Dogma, but I do think I watched you go against Whisper. Which, that was a sick, like, boss, and, like, like all of them were really cool, but that one in particular was, like, really cool to watch. Hush, that's it. Hush, Whisper, they're about the same. Yeah, I got way too many. I always forget the number. Okay. Well, you guys go here for a minute. I gotta collect these plorts and sell them. And then I'll just toss more food out. I am getting really tired of all these plorts and stuff lying around. But I'm gonna try and limit how many times I go and, like, take care of everybody. So, let's see. Yeah, so these guys get hens and stuff. Close enough? Yeah. Hush and Whisper are close enough. So, trying to think. I don't know why Viktor takes so gosh darn long to do anything on this game. It's so annoying. Because, like, he's the only one that I haven't unlocked. And, like, afterwards, I'll probably just grind him to get stuff. You know what? I'm going to just give you all this. Because, like, you've been giving me such a pain. You guys have been, like, a little bit of a pain in my backside. So I'm just going to take care of you. And I think this time I'm actually going to sell, like, the plorts instead of put it into the slime science. So we'll just do it like this. We'll feed, and then we'll take out the plorts. And I will have to run back and give these guys more food, but, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. Like, I do not want to deal with 100 all at one time. I think I did mention, like, after was it yes, it was the stream before yesterday that Slime Rancher 2 got announced for official release, like the full-on release, and I'll probably play it closer to the official release because I'm just like, why not? Because I am kind of curious how much they've done to the game, because the Gray Labyrinth they have out right now on it, and this is supposed to fully, yeah. At last I've been waiting for the proper time. Yeah, same here, because they did update the Gray Labyrinth, and supposedly it wasn't fully done, and this is going to be finishing the Gray Labyrinth, and I'm like, how much is this going to add to the game? And like, I want to know if this means that they're going to add more to it later down the line, and how much. Like I don't hate the game, but I am like kind of wishing there was more to it, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel like it's that much bigger than this game. Like, I was complaining about that yesterday too. Like, I don't hate it. I don't regret paying for it. It's just, it feels like it's not that big. I do appreciate that I can, like, put, like, objects anywhere I want to. I will appreciate that. But I do question some things. I'll also be really grateful if the drones come back and are actually very useful, because in this game, by the time I actually unlock the drones, it takes forever. Wait patiently for it to be done properly. Yeah, I agree. Like, I played it a little bit just to see what the Gray Labyrinth looked like and stuff, but I never, like, dived in too deep for it. So I'm probably going to load the game up and play it like a week before the actual release date, and then, I don't know, maybe a few days before, because I'd hate to, like, I'd hate for it to have a corruption or something like that. Actually, you know what, I might just do it that day and just start a stream of it. That way I know the save files are, like, working and stuff like that. It'd be awful if I start a stream and, like, nope, sorry, your game file corrupted. Yeah, the drones are useful. 3 years too late. Yes! Oh my god. Like, they'd be so useful right now. Like, everybody needs food and everything, and I'm just, like, having to run back and forth. Like, I love this game. I have finally hit the 500 mark into this daggone game. So I know, I am... Yeah, I'm just one person, yeah. Like, I've gotten all the achievements in 500 plus hours into this game. I can safely say I love this game. It's just, there's so much grinding. It's good. It's a good, like, starter game, though. Like, just to get used to Twitch and stuff. Definitely good for that. So, I'm gonna go over here and suck up some stuff. I'm gonna take the pink plorts to the slime size thing, because you always need pink plorts. Pink plorts are like the most important thing in slime science. Nothing else matters. Literally nothing else matters. Not even my own personal joy matters. All that matters is pink plorts. I need to play it properly. Something tells me my 3 hours in it did not. Oh, yeah. I mean, you probably did pretty far. You probably got pretty far if you did 3 hours. 3 hours can get you into a lot of stuff, but, yeah. You might have missed a few things. Plugging my happiness into science. I don't know about happiness. Probably not on your first go, though. I mean, technically, you could do everything in your first go. You could. It'd be a pain. But you could. Like, I mean, it's going to be a pain no matter what you do, no matter which run you do it in. Because like there's certain things that you can unlock later in like upgrades that cost like $1,000,000. So like it gets super grindy on the cash. Like they really like you spending your money. That is another one from Casey. Uh, we'll deal with that at the end. We'll feed, we'll get the plorts, then we'll talk to her. Actually, I might go to Viktor first, and then I'll talk to. I'll see about Viktor first, and then I'll talk to her. Yeah, it's kind. I mean, it's kind of like every other simulator game, right? Like every single simulator game has like a grind issue. Doesn't mean they're bad. It's just, man, they're grindy. All right, you guys have a lot of plorts. I mean, everybody here has a lot of plorts, but you especially have a lot of plorts. And a lot of food. Alright, you gotta eat. You'll stay in stream, though. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming, Quoth. Thank you for hanging out and chatting. You enjoy your food. So, I'm gonna save Casey's letter because, again, anytime now we should be seeing the ending. I just don't know which letter it is. But I'm gonna get these, and then I'm gonna sell the rock slime plorts and the things that they're connected to, and I'm going to check that and see if Victor's on it. If Victor's not on it, I'm gonna just read Casey's letter and just do like a little quick time skip, because I do believe it sets it up to 6 o'clock the next day if it is the ending. So we'll do it like that. We do have a lot of money, so let me check real quick. Do I have anything here? I think I've gotten all these upgrades. I'm going to check the slime science area too and see what kind of upgrades I got, because I know I've been ignoring a lot and doing the 7Z stuff because I want those plushies. That's the main reason. I want the plushies because they're so cute. But I mostly want the rubber duckies so I can start doing the puddle slimes. So we'll just go ahead and check this out. Okay, we got the apiary. We could get the teleporters. Actually, getting a couple of these. And the warp depots will be good. Hey, look, a drone! Oh my god. We may be able to get stuff. Oh my god. We don't really need any of this stuff, but since we're here, like, why not? Just so we could say that it's done. And that Galactic Slime Pod thing was like because I have the DLC. So let's see. Advanced Drill, we'll do 2 of each. We'll do 3. And I'm going to save them for other areas, because we're at the point we can use these and they'll give us 3 in the new areas. So I'm not going to put them down yet because we got other stuff to do. But I got them made. But if all else fails tomorrow, we'll feed them again. Might grab a few more. Really? Really? I just bought all that stuff. Okay, it's fine. It is not Victor, so I'm going to ignore that. We're going to ignore that. Life is different now. I had a year to think about things while you slept on your way across the stars. I think it almost scared me when things got easier. And when I finally realized that what we have now is what we wanted all along. Because if you're still the girl that I know, you're happy out there on the very farthest frontier. And I hope the happiness you feel now lasts forever. I hope that the sun sets over there are as gorgeous as they are over here, and that if you search far enough on a rainy day, some rancher out there has a taco stand you can visit. I realize that last one probably isn't likely to happen, but it sure would be romantic, right? I'm glad to have shared a part of me with you, Beatrix LeBeau, and I'm happy to know that maybe one of those stars I see up there in the sky is you. And that is not the ending? Okay. I swear that sounded like the ending. Okay. Man, I really don't remember this. I don't remember any of these letters. Okay. Well, we got this. We could get some extra color schemes. I'll probably wait until we get a few more color options down the line. How about, let's see. How about we do a race? How about we do a couple of races? Because I don't want to do the Kookadoobas yet. Like, I would like to be doing... Really? Okay. You know what? Whatever. I still gotta get Mark 3 anyway. So, it's fine. It's fine. So, I'm just gonna increase my time. Collect some spark shots. Get one of those, like, super boosts. Thingamahoozits. This thing. I don't know. Special shots, I guess. Well, it'd be... Oh, it could be great if I actually used the right thing. Let's see. There you go. Okay. I was kind of hoping that was the static cling. Like, I don't think Thunderclap really helps much. I'm gonna hold off on that for a minute. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Come on. Anybody else? I need like a good collection of slimes to pop up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That would just shoot everything else. I was hoping for like a slow field, but that's okay. There's a whole bunch of like other chances. Okay. Again, if we can get at least 100 in each section, that's great. If we can, it's not too bad. This is another Thunderclap. Okay. Thunderclap does not help much. Like, I guess it gives you a lot at once, but even then... Okay, we're going to go to the narrow section. And you all could quit hitting me. There we go. Come on. Give me your sparklies. Come on. I know I only got a little bit more time. Come on. Come on. Gimme, 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 gimme. Nope. We're all done. Okay. So I got 127. Not bad. We should be able to finish this second, like, round today. Like, thankfully, Mochi's is, like, the fastest to do. I just kind of wish there was more tracks to, like, run around on. Yeah, we'll have hers. We'll have this one. There's, like, a third one we have to do, a third little, like, collection of quick slime. But... we'll collect some more spark shots. Again, we can only hold 100 sparks at once. And it gives you 30 each time. So I'm just gonna collect as much as possible before I start shooting. Except if they're really close. Oh, now you give me the slow field. Okay. Alright, so there's only a few places here where, like, everybody clumps together, and it's, like, right here. So, there we go. Yes. Give me slime. Give me plort. Give me plort. And there's like some extra static shock nearby, so once it respawns. Yeah. So let me just grab a few more while I'm here. I could go on. So we got 54. We got a whole nother minute. And I haven't even gone to the bottom section yet. That quick slime attacked me. It pushed me. How dare it? Another thunderclap. Let's see. I'm just gonna toss these somewhere. See if I can't get something better. That's way better. Okay, well I messed up that last one, but that's fine. Still got a lot of good stuff. And we got a minute and a half because of all those green rings I went through. There we go. Come on. Okay, so we got our 100. So now I just gotta, like, collect any extras. Hey, look, another letter from Casey. It's almost like every single day now we're getting another letter. Like, I kind of, like, really we could have finished, like, Casey a long time ago because I got, like, all the stuff done with Hobson, like, really early. I kind of wish that they, like, sent Casey's letters, like, faster. Alright, let's see. I got 20-something seconds. Let me just run to the end. See if I can't get a few more here. Come on. Give me plort. All the plort you can give me. This is my final chance. 2 more seconds. 1 more. Come on. Alright. 157. That's really good. That's like super good. Alright. What the? You collected how many? Well then, I suppose the deluxe coop is now available to you. I would say good luck managing all those chickens, but honestly, you seem to know how to handle yourself. You know, sometimes I feel like this whole planet is a coop. Just a pen to keep people far away. Sometimes I feel like my dad didn't send me out here for a special assignment after all. Sometimes I feel like I was sent here to stay out of his way. Just a chicken in a coop. Speaking of chickens, what's a bird brain like you doing hanging around when there's so much work to do? Let's get back to the task at hand. Give me another batch of Quicksilver plorts, and I'll give you a very special reward. Access to this manor and its plots. My manor would be the one ranch expansion you have that isn't embarrassing. I can't talk. Wouldn't that be nice? So yeah, it's 700. So that'll be about, after this, maybe like 3 times we come here. At least three different times we come here. So we'll have a couple more chances to say hello to her. Alright, looks like some things have grown and others haven't. Let's see. I'm gonna toss some miracle mix down so things stop rotting. Although, like, most of it hasn't rotted yet. At this point, we're pretty good on, like, collecting the food before it rots. It's more in the corral that it rots. But we'll go ahead and upgrade these, and then we'll read the letter from Casey. Another tour. Hi. I got tongue-tied. I'm sorry. Hi, B. There's another tour coming up, and I have a feeling that this will be the one. So here I am, packing my bags and thinking of you. Maybe this is how it felt when you were leaving for your big adventure. Lots of excitement, lots of butterflies. And even though I know you're so far away, I keep thinking that maybe I'll catch you somewhere out there in the crowd. If that ever happens, I promise I'll sing a song for you. It wouldn't be the first time. And while I'm here, getting that. Slime enrichment devices now on sale. The 7Z Corporation would like to congratulate you on obtaining the rank of Rolling Beetle 1. With this rank... Wait, did they just call me a dung beetle? Anyway, with this rank you now have access to a revolutionary new technology for slime enrichment and preoccupation from activities that would otherwise hinder ranching. We call this technology Slime Toys. Slime Toys can now be purchased from the shop we have just installed on your ranch. Please excuse the excessive pauses in that last sentence, but our technician drones may have needed extra time for the installation, and we do not wish for our claim to be inaccurate. The 7Z Corporations. Giving robots time to do their job right, one sentence at a time. So there we go. That day, Beatrix took a moment to reflect. We're finally at the end. She thought about Hobson and Thora, and the adventures she'd had exploring the far, far range. But most of all, she thought of Casey, and wondered where life would take her next. And that is the end of the game. Thank you for joining. No, we still got more. And there's Casey. I don't know if I can actually, like, I don't know if it's good to, like, let this play. I'm assuming it's safe. But I'm just going to talk over it just in case. Like, it's a beautiful song. Like, I really enjoy this game and the music in it. Like, this has such a great soundtrack. But, yeah, like this is technically how it ends, and to unlock it, you just have to read all the Hobson journals that are scattered about. But we still have quite a bit to do. We still have to unlock Mochi's Manor. We still have to unlock Ogden's area by doing all the kookaburras. We still have to get Viktor to finally let us into the lab so we could do the lab stuff and unlock the lab. We still have a couple of Gordos to pop. So I might do, well, no. If the whole 6 a.m. thing is real, we'll have to feed all the critters again. But we will do that eventually. And then there's a whole bunch of treasure that we need to crack, but I am waiting till level 3 to unlock so that I can get all the treasure cracked and collected at the same time. Because I don't want to have to go back and collect every single thing again and again and again every time I get a new, like, treasure cracker unlocked. But this ending scene is just so pretty. Like, I love the idea of, like, all the little slimes just being little planets and stuff. And I wonder... I guess this makes, like, Slime Rancher 2 kind of canon, because, like, slime could just... Like there's weather effects in Slime Rancher 2 where slime just spawns out of space. So is there an actual, like, slime moon and slime planets just made out of slime that produce... Like, is there slime meteors? Is the slime rain actually just little fallen slime meteors? I don't know. Anyway, 1,000 light years away, performed by Chelsea Lee Greenwood. She did really good for that song. Although you guys couldn't really hear it because of my big mouth. For every pioneer on every new frontier, be brave, be bold, and stay wiggly. Always be wiggly. Oh, okay. I thought it did set it to 6, but maybe that was like earlier versions of the game. Either way, it is still Mochi Miles and Thora West, so that hasn't changed. Hey, look! It's Hobson! Hobson Twillgers, the man that we have been reading about all this frickin' time. Hello, Beatrix. I just wanted to say thanks for taking care of the old ranch. I know I left it in a bit of a sorry state, and from what I hear, it's looking mighty fine these days. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy knowing that it's in such good hands. As a little thank you, I've activated 3 secret vaults that I built years ago to stash a small fortune of mine. I had always planned on using it as walking around money in the great beyond, but I ain't needing that for that no more. But you know me, I like a good adventure. I'm not telling where the vaults are located. Go explore. So yeah, there are 3 hidden vaults that are now collectible from, and we'll take care of that later because it's gold slime. They're filled with gold slime, and at least one of them you have to actually like slap the slimes around. You have to go in and you have to have some objects, and you just kind of got to go target every single slime you can. There is an upgrade you can get through the 7Z Corp that gives you an upgraded like golden slingshot ability. So every time you hit a golden slime, it gives you 3 gold slimes. I don't know if we'll really worry about that because I think it's pretty far up in the upgrades before you unlock that, and I don't know if we'll be playing that long. Again, a lot of these upgrades are very expensive later on, and I'm just going to be focusing more on like doing the gameplay rather than like the 7Z stuff. The 7Z stuff is like extras. They're just stuff to waste money on at this point. Anyway, I'm gonna do this little casual fly over here to the Indigo Quarry because I'm right here anyway. And I'm going to see if they have any extra carrots and veggies, because I'm going to do those desert slimes, and I'm going to do them one at a time. So I'm going to focus on the mosaic slime first, because that guy will let me unlock like a little quick path in between like the main part of the desert and the other parts. I don't know how much we'll actually use it, especially once we get the key. But I just want to go ahead and take care of him first. But it is a mosaic slime Gordo that we're going to pop. And let's see, there's nothing up here. I need like 50 different veggies. There's a chance that we can find some silver parsnips up there, which it likes. But I'm not too worried if we find them or not, because it will probably get a bulk load of carrots by the time we reach up there, and other veggies. Like look how much we've already got. We'll probably be fine. Oh yeah, we can buy the slime key. I knew there was some way to get an extra key. It's by purchasing it. So you have to like read the main storyline and complete that to get that extra key. So this is like what you would use in case you're struggling to find those last keys, which I know where they're at. It's just I haven't been actually popping anything to get them. Alright. So let's see. We've got 46. Yeah, we got more than enough now, because we only need 50. So we'll go run to the desert. I will do that. And then we'll check the food situation, because the reason why I'm doing these one at a time is because I realized after popping the Tangle Slime that these guys have slime science in them, and I kind of don't want this to be the same situation as the Hunter and Crystal Slimes, where I pop them and I don't have enough room for the slime science materials. So I'd rather just pop one, grab the slime science stuff, come back, get the other slime science, get the other one popped and get all the slime science materials from it. So it's just a little bit easier. And I mean, at least this time I'm actually going through the Indigo Quarry instead of like the jungle again. Although I probably will go through the jungle next time. We'll see. So I almost kind of want to just keep spamming Mochi Mouse and stuff, but I feel like I'm going to get tired of doing the same events over and over. Shoot. And that's why I keep kind of like going back and forth between Ogden and Mochi. That's why I keep trying to get Viktor done, so I'd have something else to do. But the sooner we get one done, the more we can focus on the others. And I think Viktor might be my favorite because it's just like it feels like you're exploring like a really big area and like multiple different places rather than just one single area. So that one we're going to wait on. This little dervish Gordo over here. Just, hi! Right there. We're just going to ignore him. Because he's like the easier one to get to. And we're going to go to, and I can't remember which side. I think it's the other side. But I am going to show you his butt. I will show you his butt just to make sure. Because I think the way it is set up is if you go this way, I'm going to have to use my hover ability to get over there. But I think if you go from this angle to see him. Let's see. I need to get a little bit more hover. Takes a little bit to get up to him over here. Whoops, something flew over. Whoop. Okay. Where is he? I know he's around here somewhere. Did it go too far up this side, or... Okay, it might be... Is he higher up? No, he's not higher up. Okay, he's on the other side then. Where the heck did he go? Why can't I find his butt? Maybe it is up there. Okay. Well, we'll still get up there. It's fine. If I can figure out how to. Or maybe it's just down this way. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I knew it was somewhere here. I just kind of forgot. But yeah, his butt is over here. This is the guy, and you can't squeeze past him. I knew it was around here somewhere. I just got lost. Man, I am getting old. I'm getting old and decrepit. I can't remember anything. Who am I? But yeah, the other side is where we gotta feed him. We can't. This might shock you, but we can't feed him through his butt. We gotta go to the other side. So we gotta go up to the top and then just kind of jump up to those palm trees to reach him. There he is, see? He's all smiling and happy. He's just happy somebody looked at his butt. He's worked hard on that thing. I think like I love a bunch of the slimes on here, but I think the mosaic slime has some of the prettiest, like, combinations, right? Because, like, they all look like stained glass. Like, every single one of them looks like stained glass. And so I usually use, like, the Tangle because they look like stained glass flowers. And that's why I love them. But I don't think there's a single bad, like, Largo combination with the mosaics. They're just all so freaking pretty. Right. Let's see. Yep, we got veggies. We got veggies. Okay. So, one more Gordo to pop. And then if we want to pop more Gordos, we got a Gordo snare. We could pop them that way. And we might do that. But for right now, I'm going to feed everybody. I'm not going to collect their plorts. I'm just going to feed them first. Because my idea is we're going to probably do this, collect some fruit, and then maybe while we're running down there to pop that last Gordo, we'll put down some of those extractors. That's what I'm thinking. If we don't get a request from Viktor today, which I'm assuming today it'll be a different person that spawns. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. So we'll do 15 like that, and then we'll put the other 15 like this. And maybe this time, because yesterday I just fed them, but this time maybe they'll actually eat. Maybe they'll actually eat their food. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great for them to eat their food and not give me a random tornado? Look at all these cute berries. There's actually an upgrade that is further than like 50 inventory spaces. I think it is actually 100. I can't remember. But it's another one of those upgrades from 7Z Corporation that, like, costs forever and an arm and a leg. It takes forever to get to it, and it's an arm and a leg to get. So, like, there's tons of upgrades that you could get. It's just takes forever to even get to them. By the time you get to them, the game's already over. Like, I appreciate that you put the option in there, but, like, I am done with the game now. Like, I can't even, like, say this is, like, a Slime Rancher only issue. It seems like a lot of games have this issue where it's just like, we'll give you the good quality items at the very end of the game where you can't really use them properly. It's just a gaming problem in general. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and chuck these. And then we'll come back and feed them. But I'm gonna see if Viktor has popped up. Because he can ask for a variety of different things. He can ask for plorts, he can ask for veggies, he can ask for chickens, he can ask for slimes. Viktor! If you listen very closely, you can hear a boom slime cells vibrate. But don't listen for too long. So he wants slimes. Alright, we'll get him slimes. We'll come back and, like, look in a minute at what kind of slimes he was wanting. But we'll take care of this first. Oh, there's more popping in? Okay. Well, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to ignore that. I'll let you pop out on your own. Like, I don't have enough inventory space. we go. Couple more here. And then we'll put these over here. Yeah, I wanted to do that, and then we'll put these here. Yeah. And then we'll go do the floors. Oh. See, this is why I need to put the extractors down. But you want Dervish, you want Pink, and you want Quantum. So it looks like 3 of those, and then 11 of these little guys. Let me get these 11 little guys right here. 9, 10, 11. Okay, you can stay. I don't care about you. I don't need you. So I'm not going to sacrifice you to the slimes, to the slime sea. I'm just going to put you over there. Alright, so while we're out doing this for Viktor, I am going to... Well, first I'm going to get a little sippy. I'm going to get a little sippy from my sparkling water. Get a little stretch. Because I've been at this for an hour. If you need a break, go ahead. There we go. Alright. We're back to it. So, as long as you are not in your corral, it counts as part of, like, I don't know what this area is called. It's not part of the far range. It's part of this pink area. Hang on, what is it actually called? The dry reef. Yeah. So the one thing goes in the dry reef, one thing goes in the indigo quarry, and one thing goes into the moss blanket. Right? And I'll give you 5 seconds to guess which one goes into the red area, which one goes into the blue area, and which one goes into the green area. Which one goes into red, which one goes into blue, which one goes into green. If you answered blue goes into red, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, the pump goes here for some reason. The the pump goes here, the drill goes into the quarry, and they're the wrong colors for some reason. The apiary is in the jungle. That's totally normal and fine. But the other 2 are messed up. But we're putting 3 in those locations, and the other 3 of every single one of them is going to the desert eventually, because the desert has its own unique collection of stuff. It has its own very unique collection of stuff, and there's one for every single one of the extractors. So we're going to put, eventually we're going to put some extractors down there. But we're going to need some teleporters for like every single one of these, except for the ones in the dry reef, because it's so daggone close to the house. But yeah, we're going to need teleporters. We're going to need a lot of extractors. And I usually... Where are they? Is it here that I put them at? Yeah, I usually put them here. The apiaries. And then I put the teleporter like down below. But that way I could see, hey, there's 3 of them here. Okay. So Quantum and Dervish is what I need. I gotta remember that. Got to remember that. And I'm gonna go get them first, because the area I put the drills in technically has a teleporter to it. It's more the jungle that I'm worried about, because it's the furthest away, and then the glass desert. Those 2 will be getting the teleporters first. So right now I don't really need to worry about the desert, because I have nothing going to it that is an extractor. I'm going to need a lot more materials, and a lot of those items don't really matter? Question mark? Right now. Anyway, I'm going to get extras of these little guys, because I want to make sure. I will sacrifice them to the slime yes, the slime sea. But I want to make sure I get enough, and then the rest get sacrificed. It's a way of appeasing the big giant slime in the sea. But there's a teleporter near my little cave, and that's where I'm going to be putting my drills at, is inside that teleporter area. So that one won't be too hard. Eventually, I will have a teleporter that connects close to the slime science facility in general. So it'll be a lot easier then. So we need Dervish. And that's it for now. I was planning on getting some fruits. I kind of forgot about that because I was too busy focusing on the extractors and collecting these slimes. Like, I'm lucky to get 2 thoughts in my head. So, you know, be grateful I got that. I'm grateful that I got that much. I think I got enough right now, but I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Hey, go join the party. No need to be bashful. It's a party for everybody. Okay, I think we have enough now. I am going to collect this fruit. I mean, doing this will probably give me enough time to, like, let all the fruit near my house grow, too. So, like, it helps out. It helps out, regardless. You guys are missing the party, gosh. Don't you guys want to hang out and enjoy the fun? Gosh, you all are party poopers. Come on. I do think it's funny that, like, the Oasis is just like, oh, we're constantly producing water, like, vapor into the air, and that kills the tar. Like, how dry is this atmosphere that the tar can survive everywhere else except the Oasis areas? How are we able to survive if it's this dry? Like, don't we need, like, hydrogen in the air to live? Oh, no. Either way. 2, 3. 2, 3. Yes. And there's no letter from Viktor. What a surprise. What a surprise. We got chicken, though. Chicken's always nice. I don't know if you could tell, but my eyeball's twitching. Just gonna put these here. And I'm just gonna collect some more pogo fruit. Maybe I need to do some more in between them. I don't know. But either way, we'll keep trying with Viktor and the trades. And we'll eventually get there. But I'm gonna collect that pogo fruit. I'm gonna go back to the desert, pop that baby. Do we have any fruit around here? I'll probably go through the jungle to see if there's any fruit there. Well, don't knock me down, jeez. I just want your fruits. I mean, I know one fruit tree that rarely ever gets bothered. That don't mean there's any fruit on it. I've done 2 for Bob right now, so I feel like I don't know what's going on. I really don't know, like, Victor's game. He has trust issues. The only thing he trusts is his slime friend, Bob. He's the only one that understands him. Honestly, I get that, though. I get that. The only person that understands me is my cat. Also my therapist, but I keep shuffling them around because there's a very bad, what is it? What is it? Turnover rate? There's a big turnover rate in therapy. So I keep losing my therapist. I actually met my new therapist today. She seems nice. Can't really talk about it much, but I did get my new therapist today. Woo! Yay, therapy! Okay, so I've got 32. And it looks like y'all are, like, not producing any fruit. Okay, never mind. I say that, and then you're like, actually, we've got a lot of fruit here. Okay, maybe not a lot of fruit, but you are producing some. There we go. I'll go this way, and then we'll come back around. We'll do like a little quick loop. And I should have enough fruit by then to go to the desert and take care of that Gordo. Because, like, I don't want to have to hunt around the entire desert. Just for, like, a couple of pieces of fruit. I do have the key now. So, I can, like, travel around the desert pretty easy now. And we can also, considering having a day to hunt for those things. Those things, yes. What are they called? I don't know what they're called. They're like golden ginseng or something like that. It is a plant that only golden slimes can eat. Or maybe other people can. But they are specifically meant to be fed to the golden slimes. And they give you extra plorts that way. But they are super rare. Only one spawns a day. And honestly, I would prefer to hunt them down during the daytime. After we, like, focus in on everything else. That'd be, like, more of a extra thing to do. Rather than a main thing. Because sometimes it's hard to find them. Like, there's, like, over 50 different spots they can spawn in. So, like I kind of wish that I could find it by accident. Because I have done it before. I've found it by accident. But I'm only looking for one. I only want one to prove that I've gotten it. Because I don't want to just... Like, I don't really need them. You don't really need them. Because it's not like gold slimes are a rare commodity that only pop up once in a blue moon. They are rare. But as long as you're exploring and stuff, there's always a chance of them spawning. And especially with Hobson's, like, little secret vaults around, I'm gonna have a ton of gold slime. So much gold slime that I'm not gonna know what to do with it all. Okay, so I think we got enough now. Because that's 49 with those two, and then 8 more. Yeah, that should be enough. Alright. We'll go take care of this sucker then. And then, again, we can get more Gordos by using the novice snares. And eventually there is an advanced snare. I think the way it works is that the advanced snare guarantees the slime that you want based off the fruit that you put in. Whereas the novice snare, it's kind of, there's a chance that it fails. And you get a different one, or maybe none at all. I don't know if you can get a none, but I know you can get like a failure slime. And they're more meant to like decorate your farm with Gordo slimes rather than like to pop them. Because at that point, like you're just looking for them as an aesthetic thing. And we'll probably get like one. In fact, I might, that might be what I do. When I get that gold thing, I might just use it to get a gold Gordo. Because you can do that. You can get a gold Gordo, I believe, by using an advanced snare and tossing the golden ginseng or whatever it's called, and putting a Gordo in there. So that might be how we do it. I don't really know the proper way to hunt for ginseng. I think the golden slime food actually produces a noise if you're close to it. But I'm not entirely sure. Like, you literally just have to, like, scrape over every single area. You have to even, like, check, like, the skyline. Like, I would probably have to go and do some research, like, to make sure that I've seen, like, every single area. And even then, I'll probably miss some because, like, there's just so many areas. Okay. Here you go. Last natural Gordo. Now, if we want to pop them, we gotta make them. Oh, oh, did I give you food already? Okay, that made it easier than I thought. Let's see. I'm gonna pop you over there. Yeah. I knew one of you would be slime science. Okay. So while I'm here, not only am I going to use this teleporter, I'm going to use the key. Oh, I heard that tingle noise, like that little, like, triangle. And I thought it was like the sound. But I guess not. But there we go. We now have full access. And we got an extra key. Whee! We've unlocked everything. Unless there's a secret door. I honestly can't remember if there is a secret door, so, like, your guess is as good as mine. Alright. Let me see. The refinery link looks good. But we don't have money. So I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna make money. I'm kind of just doing this a little bit by little bit. That way, when I quit the game, I can do it, like, more intense. Like, the plan is, I'm going to do, like, the most mildest form of, like, collecting all the plorts and stuff. And then, once the game is over with, once I'm done streaming for tonight, then I'll, like, clear them out properly and then feed them and stuff like that. Because this gets a little hectic. I'll go ahead and buy that stuff too, as I see them. I feel like I'm getting a little mixed up on, like, where the merchant stuff is, the merchant link, market link. I don't know if it's 7Z or if it's just by doing stuff. I mean, regardless of where we get it, I'm going to use it as soon as we can. So let me get the refinery link. Let me get that. And we'll have to get the fashion, like, things eventually. Eventually. I think what I'll do is, because it's very hard with them all being super big and in the same, like, corral, to give each one of them a unique look, is that I'll just, like, show them off, like, I don't know. I might pick a specific look for each corral or something like that. We'll see. Okay. I don't know why you're over there, but you're going to go back into the no rot pile. The no rot pile. Okay. Hey. Oh, okay. I thought you were a boom plort. I'm so sorry. I got a little aggressive there. At the fruit. Like, I shouldn't be making fun of my own. I shouldn't be harassing my own. My own kind. But see how pretty these are? Like, this is like the Nightshade version of the Tangle Slimes, but they're just so freaking pretty with the mosaics. Literally stained glass. I just love it. I just love mosaics. Like there's so many slimes I love. Like the puddle slimes are also my favorite. The little lily pad especially. Like, they're just so freaking pretty. They're just so freaking pretty, and I love them. Okay, I gotta remember to not sell the pink slimes. Like, they give the, well, not the least amount. It's the tabby slime that's given the least amount now. But they don't give a lot. I'm gonna let that fruit naturally drop down. Wait, no. I want to be able to, like, grab all the stuff that's in the thing. Come on, you two. You don't need to be special. Well, I guess they're all just kind of rolling around now, aren't they? Okay. You guys have so much food in there. You guys have so much food everywhere. Why do you have so much food compared to everybody else? I don't understand it. I'm guessing it's like a, like this area, like has a different, like, spawn. Or pop in, I guess. Compared to the rest of the areas. Okay, you want to keep giving me blueprints, I guess? Okay, yeah, you do. Okay. Keep them coming, I guess. I don't mind. Nothing else? Nothing else? You sure? How come every time I buy stuff, it's like, hey, you want about another 20 different things? Okay, maybe not 20, but it does, like, give me a lot. Let's see. Just, dang, you are an expensive bow tie. Okay, so we still gotta feed the ones near the slime science. I'm just now realizing I don't think I got all the expansions for everything. Which, I mean, you don't really need it. You don't really need the expansions for everything. But I'm just now realizing I don't think I paid for the expansions for, like... Hang on, I will go to this one area real quick and check. Let me check real quick, see if I'm right. Yeah, I didn't get that. The solar shield doesn't really matter, but this would explain why they're a little bit aggressive over here. Because they don't have their little lullaby box. They don't have their little music. They don't have a toy to play with, and they don't have no music. They've been sitting in silence all this time. I would be mad too. I would get aggressive too if I didn't have anything to listen to of a night. Or the day, or anything. I love my music. I'd be throwing a fit too. Absolutely. Okay. So, I want to quickly see. How about we do Ogden? I could do that already. And then I can get the 5 carrots here in a few minutes. And that'll take care of Ogden's right there and then. Easy peasy. I'm just gonna shove yours in there because there's not much to begin with. I'm just gonna give these guys 10 because we've been getting so many chickens at Ogden's anyway. So, music box. Music box. Music. Get your music. play that funky little music. I want all of you to have music. Yes. Alright. I'll go get those carrots now and the odd onions. Alright. I will go ahead and give Ogden his carrots. Finish his little quest. Oh my god, it's just chickens. You and Bob need to hang out. Bob would love you. So I'm gonna toss these hens in there. I'm gonna give you all these. Because God knows you need more food. You're starving over there. Look at how empty your corral is. Okay. Then I'll just like split these between you two. Simply because you're close by. Okay. So I'm just gonna do a little stretch here. And let me think. I think we're gonna go to Ogden then. Because I still haven't gotten anything from Viktor. And I love that. Yeah. 25,000 for the slime key. Insanity. Actual insanity. Anyway, 9,000 for the Mark II. I can go ahead and get a couple of rubber duckies. I can get one rubber ducky. I can get one. And I want to put it over here. Yes. And I'm going to put it in this section. And I need 2 more at least before I start putting puddle slimes there. At least 2 more. But I think we can now start considering getting the puddle and fire slimes. Because there's a whole bunch of resources around that I can use. And then I got that odd onion. And I think once we get the Mochi Miles upgrades, we can consider making a chicken coop over there. Like, I was going to wait till Ogden's, because I think Ogden's is the better place for chickens. Like, that's usually where I put it. But, like, Mochi's is the one that's going to be unlocked first. So, we're just going to use her place. Because, like, I like making one of those areas a chicken place. There is a whole bunch of these in the beginning. I'm not used to this. I think the place missed me. It usually takes me forever to find these. What's going on? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't complain. I mean, I guess it's not really a complaint, but maybe I shouldn't be shocked. There's 2 more up there, too. Okay, so we're just going to collect Kookadoobas. We're going to collect those. We're going to collect the chickens. We're going to avoid all the violent, dangerous things. I normally collect saber plorts while doing this, but I think instead I might just collect roostros, especially since we're so close to actually starting to raise them now, like starting to raise chickens, that I would like to have some extra roostros around in case they get too old. That's what my thought is. That's what my theory, my plan is. That is the logic going into this. Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing there. That's fine. Take a bath. I want to believe this will be a fast run, but I have believed that before. And I still end up having to go a third round. So... I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, that one was rotting on top of a different one. Interesting choice. Interesting choice to grow on top of one that was dead. We still also haven't seen those ball ones, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I like the bouncy ball one. Well, they're not really bouncy, but I like throwing them into the nutcrackers. The Kookaduba crackers. Instead of going back into the thing, I'm just gonna fly back up. Think it'll save me a little bit of extra time. Instead of going through the cave again. Ooh, and I found a new one. Making sure there wasn't any over there too. Yeah. So mad. Such angry boys. Okay, let's go. For anybody who plays this game themselves, like, of the characters that you interact with, which one do you like the most? Do you like Casey and her storyline with Beatrix? Do you like Thora and Hobson? Or are you more interested in the three that actually, like, give you a place to unlock and maybe have a bit more character development, like Ogden or Mochi and Viktor? Like, I like the story between Casey and Beatrix, but I think story-wise, I like Mochi's the most. Mochi, Miles, and Viktor are probably my favorite stories out of them. I also like Ogden, but I feel like the reason I like them is because I actually get to see them more. Because, like, Casey, you don't even get to see her until, like, the end of the game, right? Like, you just read letters. And the same with, like, Hobson. You don't really see him. You see Thora, but you don't really see him. So I just feel like there's a kind of a disconnect, and maybe that kind of makes it harder for me to attach to him. But maybe I feel some, like, personal connection to, like, both Mochi and Viktor, because I've had so many issues with, like, socializing in real life, which is kind of funny because I'm right here on Steam. I mean, not Steam, Stream. I'm playing a Steam game, but I'm on stream and I'm just talking out to, like, the void now, and just it kind of, like, feels like that, I guess. I don't know. Like, I had like a bunch of people in, like, high school and stuff that I talked to and stuff, but I never really felt close to anybody, if that makes sense. Like, we were friends because we were, like, hanging out, right? We weren't friends because we really cared for each other, if that makes sense. It was more just a proximity thing. Like, once high school ended, we all just kind of went off and did our own thing. And, like, I still see them on Facebook and stuff sometimes, and I'll still, like, message them, like, when they're having like an announcement of like a wedding or a birthday or like a child being born, or like, God, some of them are having grandbabies now. Ugh. Ugh, I'm old. Ugh, I don't like thinking about that. Anyway, but like I'll see that, and then it's just like that's about it though. It's all kind of like at face value, right? But I have no like ill thoughts or ill will against any of them. It's just we kind of faded apart, and that's life. I feel like my actual friends group is a lot smaller now. But I feel like even if your friend group is small and you don't have a lot of connections with the majority of people, you can still enjoy people, if that makes sense. Like just being around people and, you know, hanging out with them and having a fun time. Even if you know it's not really going to last, or if you're not going to have like the deepest connection, can still be fun. Because you get to learn a whole bunch of new things from them, probably. And, you know, variety's the spice of life. Just because you two aren't going to be best friends forever and you'll never separate or anything like that, doesn't mean you can't learn or enjoy their company. And, like, because of things in my life, I do see a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people that I talk to on a regular basis. Well, maybe not too regular now. It's more like a couple of days. Like, maybe, like, a week or so. A couple of days every week or so. But I go to big groups and stuff now. And I'm talking to a lot of people. I'm talking to anywhere between 10 to 20 to 30 people now. And I don't really feel a connection with most of them. But I still enjoy being around them. And sometimes it's a little chaotic because there's so many people there. And sometimes it could get really tense. But, like, I don't hate anybody there. And I do learn a lot just by being around them. Even the ones that I don't like. Even the ones I don't like give me a lesson. Like either from like their own personal experiences, or like seeing the way they're acting, and I could be like, oh, they're acting like this. I don't want to be like that, so I'm not going to act like that, you know? It's like, growing up, I really didn't want to be around people because I was embarrassed to be myself around other people, and I was kind of ashamed of myself, right? I really didn't like myself a lot when I was younger, and so I kind of held back on a lot. I still do. I mentioned my issues with honesty last time. That's why I kept quiet about the whole bipolar thing, like, until today. Because it's just like, ooh, this is a thing I don't want to talk about. Like, it's a weird thing. I don't want to make people uncomfortable. But I started hanging out with this group of people in real life, as opposed to online, because online I feel is a little bit different. Online, everybody's a freak. Everybody's a freak online. It's not a big deal there. But when I go into real life and talk to people in real life, I realize, you know what? People aren't that normal in real life. Like, they're not as freaky as they are, like, online. At least most people aren't as wild and freaky offline, as they are online. Some of them are. I have met people who are literally the embodiment of, like, a Twitter, like a Twitter post, or like a Twitter commenter, and that was very eye-opening. I was just like, wow, you actually live like this. You actually think like this. This isn't just you online. This is actually you. You are chronically like this. This isn't just This isn't just social media you. This is actually you. But that was definitely eye-opening. But it does to help to like see those kinds of people and see those experiences, because it kind of helped me see that I wasn't the only weird one, and being weird isn't that bad. Sometimes being weird is actually more normal than like normal people. At least what everybody thinks is normal. Because like the more I'm around these people, the more I realize, you know what? Maybe normal isn't that good after all. Maybe normal is actually kind of meh. Like, it's always good to have like a normal face, especially when you're in front of a new person. It's always good to have like okay, I'm not going to say this or this in front of a new person, because I also know some people who are like that, who struggle with like controlling like their weirdness, right? They don't know how to control their weirdness. They don't know when's an appropriate time to be normal, an appropriate time to like say certain things. They kind of struggle with that social aspect, right? And I do it too. I do it too. There are certain things where there are certain times and certain situations where I kind of forget to turn on the filter, right? Like, I feel like I'm pretty good at masking because I've done it for so long. Because I thought I had to in order to be like normal. I thought the mask was required. But there's some people who literally could not mask to save themselves. They could not mask to save their own skin. Like some of the stuff I have seen and I have heard is just like wild, and it honestly makes me feel like a better person. It honestly makes me feel more stable, makes me feel like a better person, makes me feel normal, makes me feel pretty freaking great, makes me pretty damn normal, all things considering. But we're finally done. I'm gonna quit going on my little ramble now. I love rambling about like social and mental health, and or just anything in particular. And like, I think I'm finally kind of getting normal about doing that on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize for that. like I know some people are gonna probably enjoy that, but I feel like if I like, sometimes I ramble and it almost sounds like gibberish to me. Like I'll go on a tangent, and it kind of feels like I'm speaking gibberish at certain points, and like, I'm not meaning to. It just kind of happens. And I think I just get it might be a bipolar thing, where my brain is like thinking faster than my words can like get it out. So brain too fast. Gotta go. I could probably stop feeding these those yummy little spicy tofus. I could probably feed it to somebody else now. I just wanted to give them one more shot. What the hell are you doing in here? Okay, how the hell did that happen? Hi? Hello? What the fuck? Let me see. Looks like there's 8 of them in there now. My poor little slimes. Wait, yeah, so... Did you roll and throw them in there? Like, you guys look like you're ready to throw more. Okay. Okay. We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. Just give me a moment to toss all this. We'll give you 5. And then we'll give these guys 10, because I don't trust them. Look, they're already like getting aggressive and stuff. Anyway, this is why I also have like that mature 18 language thing on my thing, because I do just like spontaneously just start swearing. uh, I just like swearing. Like for me, swearing is a comfort thing because I wasn't really allowed to swear when I was younger. So swearing is like a very big comfort thing for me. Like my family is like super religious, and um, so like swear words were like really a bad thing for me growing up. Um, but now swear words are like my favorite thing. Like I don't do it like as bad as I think like other people do, but sometimes I'll just like start throwing F-bombs like everywhere. Like especially when I'm panicked or something like that. I just start throwing expletives everywhere. The F word's like my favorite swear. Oh, I love that word. Okay, I felt like my legs were getting tangled up in something, but it turned out to be the cable to the headset. So, we are getting onto the second hour of the night. I might have to break down and like sell a whole bunch of. Well, I'm going to first take care of these rock slimes because they keep trying to throw their plorts everywhere else. Yeah, I see you. You're just staring down the competition next to you. You're just like, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna make them into tar. So what I'm gonna do for you specifically is I'm gonna turn you into these. And then I'm gonna get 50 more and sell them. That way I know your thing is mostly empty. I might do this for everybody. Do like 50 in the thing and then 50 into the other thing. But I definitely want to take care of this one first. Oh, let's see. There we go. Let me just take care of that. And while I am here, I'm going to check the goals. The quest line again. Because I still want to do that thing with Viktor. Viktor, please. Viktor, please. Lab, please. Lab. I want to go to the lab. Lab. It's Bob. Okay. Chicken, okay? Okay, it's Briar and Hen Hen. Okay. Okay. Thinking. We'll use a teleporter. We'll get a teleporter system set up too. Since it's Briar and Hen Hen, because I do need a teleporter over there. So I'm gonna do this. We won't feed them right now because I think they've been fed enough. But I am gonna sell like everything here. And put some in the slime science. So we are going to get like a batch of all this. And then I know we have 1 diamond. But I don't know if the diamond by itself is enough for a warp. Or if we have enough for the other stuff. Because I know there's a few other items, but we've bought like several warps. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Warp tech. Hexcomb, steep brine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't have any of the special materials, so we can't do the warp yet. But maybe this time when we go down there, we'll be able to collect it. So I'll sell all this, and then we'll go back to the mosaics and stuff, and collect some for the slime science again. And then we'll do the quantum and other thing. And then we'll go to the jungle. And then while we're there, we'll check on the... how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I'm trying to think of like the most optimum way to do this. I don't think there's really an optimum way. I'm just going to have to keep going back and forth. But I can at least get these since I'm already near the market. That'll at least empty out these kennels for a little bit. And they're gonna probably get a little cranky because I haven't fed them. But they'll live. They'll live. They can live with like a couple of hours without food. Technically, they can live forever without food. Okay. So we'll do this. I might go ahead, while I'm out in the jungle, I might go ahead and put down some of those extractors in the desert. I probably won't worry about the ones in the desert as much as the other extractors, but I could go ahead and set them up. I could do that. We have until 12 o'clock to, like, 12 o'clock in the daytime, to take care of the slimes. Like, I know this is running on 24-hour clock, like military time, but like my brain's still thinking 12 o'clock midnight, 12 o'clock day, and all that. My brain's thinking regular time, and it's not regular time. I don't really... My brain is kind of, like, fried a little bit. I'm gonna suck these up, and then I'm gonna take a little quick stretch. I think I did it already, but I think I need another one. Like, my leg is kind of cramping up, so just give me a second. I'm gonna just, like, stretch the little leg out a little bit. I'm gonna stretch them both out. I'm gonna do, like, a couple of back twists. Get a drink. Going to chillax. Yeah. Okay. Like, I probably haven't mentioned it on here, but the way I set up the stream is I actually have a little footstool. Well, I guess it's more like an ottoman, but the way the ottoman's set up, there is like a lid at the top of it, so I can put stuff inside of it. And it's sitting underneath my computer desk, and I use that as a little leg stool. So I am sitting in my chair with my my feet cross-legged on the footstool underneath me, and that's how I've been playing all these streams so far. So they just kind of cramped up after a little bit. It's very comfy though, but every so often they just kind of cramp up, and like I the whole my character having a cane is actually true to life too. I use a cane in real life. This isn't just like some sort of gimmick. I do have a cane in real life. My cane is metal in real life. It's actually one of my it's an old cane from my grandma. Uh, it's more that I have a balancing issue, uh, rather than like can't walk without it. Like, I struggle to walk without my cane, especially if I'm in an area with a lot of open spaces and nothing to like hold on to. Um, like if I'm in a store and there's a bunch of aisles or like tables or something that I can just put my hand on, or even a wall, I'm usually in better condition, right? But without those, I struggle to like keep my balance up and stuff like that. And I do have some issues with my knees. Like one of my knees like got really banged up when I was in middle school. Like it just like snapped. Um, and so like if you poke at it, it will like act really weird and funky. Like the ligament in it never fully healed. So it often like locks up, and now that I'm getting older, the other one has started locking up too. So sometimes if I walk for too long, and it kind of varies in the day. Sometimes that walk could be like 30 minutes, and other times it's like 5 minutes. Sometimes one or both of them will just try to lock up on me, and if I don't have a cane, I just kind of have to stand there for a little bit and just be like, okay, and just kind of like move them back and forth. Anyway, pain and growing old is not fun. But I really like my cane. Like I probably have been using this cane for about a year now, and I probably should have been using this cane a lot longer. I have to like readjust my legs. Sometimes I put the legs down from the ottoman because can't do it too much. But okay, I have to get the jungle chickens. Right. You only need 4 and 3? Okay. You're not a greedy boy. You're not a greedy boy. But I should have been using this cane a lot longer than I have been. But I was ashamed to do it because, I'm still technically young. Maybe not as young as some people on the internet, but I am still technically a young person. You know, I haven't hit 40 yet. I'm 36. And I was just embarrassed of the idea of having to depend on a item to like just do the bare minimum of walking. But I remember so many times, like even in my 20s, of like struggling to keep up with people because my legs would give out so easily, and like having to like get as close as possible to a wall because I constantly felt like I was going to like pass out or like fall down or anything like that. Uh, well, maybe not pass out is the word. Like I just kept feeling like I was going to collapse, right? Like I didn't feel like I was going to black out or anything. It just felt like the lightest little thing was going to make me tip over and fall. Like I couldn't handle it. And now that I got my cane, I don't feel like that. I feel like now that I got my cane, I can actually walk better. I feel like I walk faster. I don't know if other people would agree with me, but like I feel a lot more confident with my walking compared to what I used to, and I wish that I had started using that thing earlier rather than later. Like it's just kind of weird to me to think of what life was like before my cane. Because I just it just felt like it felt like I was just going in slow motion everywhere. It just taking my time with everything. And I almost felt like a burden at times because of how slow I was moving. I am just trying to find some regular chickens. I might just need to go backwards. Um, I was gonna get the extractors here, but I don't think I need to. right now because I won't have the space. If they give me 4 different items, I'm not going to have the space. You know what? There probably is some regular chickens this way. Both at the ancient ruins and in the indigo quarry. My nose is running, so I just needed to wipe it off. So excuse me if I accidentally hit the mic. Just try not to, but okay. Well, I hear chickens. Chicken? I see no chicken. They're probably on a different plane. I'll go over here. Like if all else fails, I'll go like right near where the trade exchange is. But I don't know why I had so much shame just in general. Like I still struggle with shame, but I had so much shame about a lot of things, like being honest, about talking about like disabilities or mental health, talking about like any sort of issue or like thing about my life. I had so many issues with shame and stuff in my life, right? And there's still parts of it that I don't like talking about in public places and I prefer to keep private. But a lot of the stuff, since I've gotten out and started talking to other people, I realized doesn't really matter. Like, compared to some of the issues that other people deal with, like, I'm fine. Like, I am normal, I am fine, and, like, it's not even, like, the biggest issues out there. And I often wonder, like, how we get to the point that this level of anxiety and stress and humiliation, like how we got to this point, right? Because like at one point I remember as a child I had confidence and I did like being outgoing and you know showing off and felt confident in everything I did, and then at a certain point I stopped and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to show off. I didn't want to be around anything. You know what? It ran away. It didn't want. It doesn't want to share. It doesn't want to share the cave. Well, we're gonna have a big old weird family in the cave. I'm sorry. You're gonna have a weird old family in this cave. We're gonna just start breeding chickens in the cave. No, I am kind of curious. If we leave a few roosters there, which chicken will dominate? Which chicken dominates in the breed? In the breeding exchange? I don't know if they'll breed that much, but we'll see. They'll probably avoid each other if all else fails. But yeah, I just wonder at what point does the shame like start, and like because I feel like I've been breaking it, but it has definitely been hell to break that. Shame is like one of the hardest things that you can break, and there's so many things that like shame affects, and guilt, just guilt in general, guilt and shame. I guess you can argue that they're kind of like two sides of the same coin, right? Like a lot of guilt comes from shame and a lot of shame comes from guilt. But yeah, I'm just kind of being philosophical, I guess. Anyway, we're done with that quest. I do need to go back. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why I got the cave carrots. I do know why I got them. But I think I might want to run. And, well, no, some of these are angry. I was gonna go get the extractor stuff, but it looks like a bunch of these babies are being babies and are getting pouty because they ain't got no food in their bellies. So I'm gonna just feed them real quick. You know what? You guys can have this. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna have to feed y'all again anyway. I'll wait to the end for those guys though. Because I'm gonna go that way at the end and collect those extractors. Because I've been wanting to collect those extractors for a while now, but I don't have time for anything. I don't have time for anything. There's so much other stuff going on, and I don't have time for anything. Okay. So, we're just gonna feed all these little cuties too. You guys seem okay because you still have chickens in there. So you guys have been feeding good. But I'll see if Victor's on there. I don't know. I still don't know what's going on with Victor. I know it takes forever. That's all I know. It's just like Casey. I don't know what's going on. I just know it takes forever. But we'll continue trying with Victor. And eventually we'll get that thing unlocked. I would like to unlock it by the end of the night. I would like to do it at least once before we end the stream. But I don't know if we're going to be able to or not. Well, every single time that we do a quest for him, or like do any quest, it's going to be closer to getting to him, right? Am I huffing copium? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look. It looks like they are getting stockpiled again. I'm gonna toss 5 of these in there. And then looks like we have enough time to go get those extractors first before we check out and see if Victor's online. Maybe? We can at least do some of them. I want to get the jungle one first because it's the furthest away. So that's the only rule for this. Because the other two, they're like super close compared to that one. So we'll feed these. We'll go ahead and get these little guys their supper. Pop this in there. And then we'll come over here. So this area allows the production of royal jelly, I believe is the special one. I don't think you can get that. If it's either royal jelly or like honey. One of them is only produced here. I was going to say royal jelly, but then the strange diamond popped up at our house, so it might not be the super rare one. It might be the secondary rare one. There's one item that only produces here. Yeah, it's probably the wild honey, and then the royal jelly just can pop up anywhere, but it's easier to get here, I believe. It's still not common because we've got the advanced. The fact that we got any like strange diamonds so quickly is actually kind of rare. any strange diamond that wasn't from a Gordo or anything anyway. I will say Slime Rancher 2 is better for like the extraction points. I do kind of miss the extractors in Slime Rancher 2. I do wish there was a way to like get them without having to collect them yourself. But the fact that I can collect them myself is also very beneficial too. I just like sometimes I don't want to run around all the time, all the daggone time. So, you know, the fact that there's an option to so I can be like, okay, I need this specific ingredient, I can go find it, is so freaking beneficial. And I can find it in a place that is full of that specific ingredient, because sometimes it is really freaking hard to find some of this stuff. The royal jelly and the strange diamond and I don't remember what oil it is, but there's like a specific oil. I never put you down. Okay. Okay. I knew I forgot something. Let me just that's fine. It's just going to be a little bit different than the others. But we'll take care of it on its own unique day. But yeah, this advanced drill goes here, even though it's pink. Even though it's pink, it goes here in the blue area because logic. But that's where the strange diamonds go from. That's the rare one, and I can't remember what the pump gives you. Ooh, gray slime. Listen, I will put a few decorations down, but I don't care. I don't care. We'll try to decorate the place a little bit, though. It's just that I've been more focused on everything else. Oh, I bet it's like the volcanic ash that these produce. That's probably it. That's probably the thing that these produce. That is like super rare. I couldn't remember what it is. Let me take a look at this quest. Viktor, if you listen closely. Yeah. You've already said that. Rad, Crystal, and Dervish. Okay, I have to go to the desert anyway. So that's perfect. Rad, Crystal, and Dervish. And I'll get about 10 of each, because I won't remember. So we'll get all of them, and then I'm going to put those extractors down. I probably won't do too much with them, because like that's a long trip. That's a long trip. So like I would rather worry about them after I get the teleporter put down. But I can go ahead and put them down. And I'm going to focus on getting the teleporter for the jungle first. That's my main priority. That one. Anyway, let me get these babies. Any more rads? No? No? Okay. I'll get some more rads in the other areas in a minute. So. Can't tell if that's... No, that's a car. I'm hearing a car in the background. But I thought it was a thunder for a little bit. A thunder. Yes, a single thunder. There we go. Like, listen, I always heard like other people talk about how quiet and peaceful it is in the countryside, I don't know where the hell these people are living at or where they have seen. They have clearly only seen stuff in the movies because it is constantly loud here. And maybe it's just because I am sensitive to noise or something, but like the amount of freaking vehicles I hear around here, the amount of helicopters I hear, like constantly looking for like pot and stuff, the amount of four-wheelers. Did I say four-wheelers already? Like there's a lot of four-wheelers and like motorcycles that run up and down this damn holler. uh, and then during the springtime you get the frogs, which I love the frogs, by the way. The frogs are really nice during the summer, during the spring, but they're super loud. And then the crickets of the night, also very loud. Like I don't know a time when it's really peaceful. And then of course there's always somebody like, maybe during the wintertime. You know what? Wintertime might be the quietest. But even then, there's a whole bunch of people running out on their ATVs or like a motorcycle or a four-wheeler or driving around with their music super loud in their truck or like whatever. So, you know, like there's a lot of hills and a lot of mountains here, but there's also a lot of roads. And by golly, some people love running the roads around here in this countryside. There's also a lot of people who are obsessed with their keeping their lawns mowed. So like, and nobody ever like picks a specific day to mow the lawn together at the same time. So like one person will mow their lawn, and then like the next day somebody else will do it, and then the next day, and then nobody gets their schedule straightened out. It kind of depends on the neighborhood too, because like my mom's neighborhood, usually if somebody mows their yard, everybody else will do it. But it doesn't seem to happen here. Like I'll see it one day for one person, and then another day it'll be for a different person. So I guess it just kind of varies. I don't see as many ATVs and four-wheelers running up and down here, but I do hear a lot of loud vehicles. So like there's like a lot of larger vehicles that run up and down this holler, but at my holler it's mostly like ATVs and four-wheelers. I live in the sticks. But like I can only imagine how loud it. Like if you're thinking this is quiet though, like I can only imagine how loud it is like in like the big city. Like if this is quiet to you, I'd hate it there. I'd hate it. I'd hate it. Like I've went to like bigger question mark towns. Uh, I've went to bigger cities. Like technically my hometown is technically a city. It's not though. It's basically a town. Like it's called a city. It's not. It's not. I've been to cities. We're nothing compared to that. We're nothing compared to like we're nothing compared to like Chicago or like uh shoot, I've forgotten, New York, Las Vegas. We're nothing. We're like we're nothing compared to any of that. I have forgotten to collect dervish because I've been talking. Uh, uh, like I forgot that was the main reason I was here. But yeah, it's so freaking, it's so much freaking bigger in those other places. Like I still don't understand why we're called a town. I mean, I don't know why we're called a city. We are very obviously a town. We're just a very big town. And even then, I don't think we're even a big town. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to put these extractor points down. So my plan is, I got to figure this out. I want to see, there's two here. There's two here. I need to remember I'm gonna put 2 here. Okay, so I could put 3 down. Could put 3 down in every area. You know what? I kind of regret putting that one down, but I'm gonna put 3 down for now. And what I think I might do is the next run through, I'm going to just put 2, right? And then I will have one set, one of each of these pumps at home. And they'll be just kind of like a reminder, like an extractor that reminds me, hey, you should probably go check on these. And then I left that one point there as like a warp. But they'll be there to let me know, hey, it's time to go harvest these. You should go harvest. I do feel like one of the hardest parts about living in the countryside though is like, well, one was for the longest time it was the internet. Like, oh my god, the internet was so bad for a long time. It's still bad in my mother's holler, which actually, are there people that don't know the meaning of the word holler? Like, are there people that don't know what that means? Holler is another word for hollow. Like some of you are probably just being like, yeah, I know, but people that aren't from like the US and stuff, they probably are like, what the hell is a holler? But it's like in certain communities, people will use the word holler, and my community is one of them. But holler is just another word for the word hollow, and it's usually like a very small valley. And my area is full of these little hollows, but it's more of a dialect thing. There's a lot of people here that have like a really thick southern like twang to their voice, and big old drawl and stuff like that. And like somehow I avoided the worst of it. Like I feel like the microphone makes it worse than it is in real life. Because in real life, I feel like my voice isn't like the accent isn't as like noticeable. Because I've had people ask me if I'm from Ohio before, and it's only happened twice, but it's still weird that it's happened twice. And it's been with like people that I literally grew up with, like people that I've known since like high school, or like, well, since like middle school, or like kindergarten and stuff like that. And they've been like, "Are you sure you're from around here? Because you don't sound like it." I do have relatives that live in Ohio. Not that one. Not that one that's in the news. I'm not related to him, thankfully. Not that I know of. If I was, I would have probably figured it out by now. Not that one. But I do have family up there, and we don't really talk much anymore. We really didn't talk much when I was younger. But they used to come when I was younger, because they're like my extended family. Most of my family is here in this part of in this state, and I don't know. People might be able to figure out which state I'm in, but I'm gonna keep it mum for now. I don't want the secret to come out. I don't know why I'm picking these, but people get a little confused with my accent, and then it's a little different with it's a little different with my partner, partners actually, because I'm in a relationship with 2 people, so yeah. Surprise, yeah. I'm not looking for a third, please. I've had enough. These are too many. These 2 drive me crazy. I've had enough. Please, no more. But yeah, they have very thick accents. It is very, very obvious that they are country folk. And like, I I sound so different compared to them in like real life. It's always every so often I'll hear myself against them, and it's just so weird. It's just like I can't believe we all like live together and the same community and stuff. And like one of my partners and I actually went to school together, and so like I'm just a couple of years older than him, and it's just like, oh, like there's such a big difference, and we literally went to school together. It's just kind of fascinating, but a lot of that was like there was such a big diversity in like accents and stuff when I went to high school, right? Uh, because like oftentimes when you hear the accent, it's always sort of like this, you know? It's always got that big old accent, and they talk really fast, and you never know what they're going to say, and everything like that, right? But it's a lot more varied in real life, because sometimes you'll meet somebody like this, and they'll talk real slow, or they'll get really slow like this, and they'll start mumbling, and they don't really even know what they say because they talk so slow and everything like that, and Uh, but there's actually just like a surprising number of different like accents and dialects and stuff like that, and some of them even like me. I like lived here my entire life. Um, I've lived in my entire life in Appalachia, and I still sometimes struggle with the accents. I still struggle. I still struggle with the accents. Um, like Like sometimes they're like, especially like the ones that have like that really low sounding drawl, and like they speak really slow, and they mumble, and they mumble really low and kind of do something like this. They sound kind of like Papa Bear from the Hillbilly Bears and stuff like that. Uh, just, yeah, you know, I do struggle with that one. That one I can't hear very well. It doesn't help that I have an auditory disorder either, because that makes it worse. I can't understand you. Anyway, I just realized Victor still hasn't sent me the goddamn letter. Ah, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. I probably shouldn't have sucked these up, but that's okay. I'm sucking them up out of frustration more than anything. Oh, oh. I actually don't see a lot of people, like I've heard people talk about their experiences in Appalachia, but like in the I don't know of any specific like PNG tuber or even a VTuber that like talks about like living in Appalachia or being part of the Appalachia community. So I don't know. I don't know. Are like, is that something to be proud of? like I feel like you could be, but like I also know there's a lot of like there's a certain stereotype. There's certain ideologies that are like associated with my with being from this community, and maybe some people are a bit concerned to label themselves as Appalachian because of that. And like, I get that. I get that. But I think the best way to fight off a stereotype is to be proud of where you're from and to try to fight off that stereotype as best as possible. Right? Like, being ashamed of where you came from because of the stereotype, even though that stereotype isn't what defines you. You know? Like, I don't, like, I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I am definitely not. And I'm sure I'm going to make mistakes because of where I came from. And I know there is a lot of stuff that I don't know because of where I came from. And, like, I'm trying to learn. And I want to learn and become a better person. But, like, pretending that I didn't come from here isn't going to make it any better. right? Pretending this wasn't part of my life story and pretending that these experiences didn't happen to me and everything doesn't make it better. It just means that I'm ashamed of, like, the community around me. But the community literally is the reason I became the person that I am today. And, like, if I turned out pretty good, then maybe the community isn't as bad as people stereotype it to be. But I don't know. I think I have to also prove that the community is, like, done good to me too. Maybe I have to prove that I'm like a good, like, person from the community too. So, like, you kind of got to prove it as well. You know, like, you can't just say that stuff without proving it, I guess. maybe that's what more people are more afraid of. Not just the shame of being from this community, but more the fear that they can't, like, live up to, like, breaking the stereotype. I don't know. I feel like it's very complicated. But I'd rather try and be open and honest as much as possible about it. Anyway, there's these couple of buddies right here, this beeper bot and this one, that are based off of fashion. And I don't think I'll really use this much. Oh, I'm just realizing some of these haven't unlocked yet. Some of these toys haven't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give the other toys to everybody else. And, like, when the rest of the toys have unlocked, I'll go get them. I might... kind of wish I knew. I realized that the toys hadn't fully unlocked yet. So, which one is the bomb slime go to? Because that's honey. Okay, boom. And then the power's for rad, right? Okay. So y'all are going to the... Well, I guess the boom is going to the other place, but I could still, like, leave it up there for now. That would be easier to, like, grab. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking a bit more today. I feel like me getting angry yesterday helped me open up a lot. I feel like me getting stressed out yesterday actually helped me open up a lot more. I don't even know if I could call it angry, because, like, I definitely was in a mood. I was feeling something. But I'm definitely a lot more talkative today. So, yeah, I am kind of afraid that I'm talking so much that I'm going to run out of stories, because a lot of the stuff that I talk about, like, I'm sure I can come up with something, but I do worry sometimes that I'm, like, my personal life is not that interesting. I'm sure maybe it's just more just me being worried and just being like, oh no, I don't have anything to talk about anymore. What do I do? I guess that's like an anxiety that you can always come up with. Like, the brain is just like, oh no, what do I do now? I'm just, speaking of, I'm trying to figure out what to do now. I think I'm just going to wait for a few minutes because I know the trading post is about to kick back in, the trade exchange. But I am always worried that, like, oh no, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? Oh no. But I think I'm doing pretty good today. And I also just don't want to, like, say everything at one time. I'd like to try and keep some stories for, like, a later time. You know what? We'll do Thora. Help me out here and I'll make sure you get what's open. Devil and... Well, I mean, a flame and tangle. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Since we're over here, let's go this way and see if that extractor is done. Let's see if it's done. Because my brain started kicking in again. Oh, yeah. We got some stuff. Yeah, the indigonium was needed for some of those warps. I don't know if this will be enough, but I kind of want to see the progress on at least one of those warps. I kind of like the green warp for the jungle and the yellow one for the desert, but I don't know if we're going to be that lucky. I don't know if we're going to be that lucky. So, yeah, we're not going to be lucky for any of them, except the pink one. Tell you what. We can do pink for now. And I didn't even unlock the green one yet. I bet it's under a treasure cracker. But if we can't get the pink one yet, I mean, if we can't get the other one yet, we can at least grab some pinks. And I'm just going to ignore these guys for a little bit. I'm just getting the plorts. Because I think we're going to probably call it in a little bit for the night. I don't know. We'll give it another 10 minutes or so. We might try one more time for Viktor after today. I need the teleporter, please. But I'm gonna... See, if I do that one with the desert, it's going to take a little bit longer, but I'm going over there and I can get some silky sand. So what I can do instead is get that in for the jungle. And it don't really matter which direction I go, but I could do the jungle first, get that teleporter all set up. And so I just need 1 flame and 5 tangle. Gotcha. But we'll get that set up. And then I might collect from the extractors if I can while I'm down there. If it'll let me. If it's time. Because if we can collect some sand today, we might be able to get enough to set up the teleporter next time. That's my thought. That's my thinking. Because I was debating on going to Mochi Miles' place, but my brain's like, you know what? There we go. We got a teleporter set up. And now, whenever we're done, we can always go back here. Oh, see? So much easier. And then those other places, like, well, we'll probably get teleporters for them too to make it a little bit easier, or at least get like a refinery link closer to them. At least in the corral areas nearby them. But that'll come later. Like, I'm not as worried about them compared to everything else. So, desert. Tangles and flame. I keep saying I'm going to get plant and fire slime too, but I keep ignoring them. Oh, I keep ignoring them. I mean, part of it is also because we don't have like a refinery link or a merchant, and I'm just kind of dreading that part. Just like, ugh. I'm going to have to manually carry them all the way to the market and to the refinery. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you've all been enjoying today's stream at least, because I know the last few that I've been doing have been kind of, you know, it's a start. It's a start. I feel a little bit more confident today. And I hope I'm trying to figure out this whole algorithm thing and stuff. I don't know. Does anybody actually know how the algorithm works? But I'm trying to think of the next few games that I'm going to play. Like I labeled this on like the first few streams as cozy gaming and casual gaming, because like I feel like this is a cozy game and a casual game. Like it doesn't take too much effort. I do know there's some people that like struggle with this type of game. My mom is 100% a cozy gamer. She loves things like Animal Crossing and like the Older Harvest Moons and Stardew Valley and stuff like that. But she would struggle 100% with this, so maybe this isn't a cozy game for her. Um, but for other people, uh, this this is probably like super cozy. Like this is definitely my cozy game. Um, but I've been questioning whether I would really call myself a cozy gamer or not. Or well, I personally I prefer the word casual. Like cozy and casual just seem to like be the same game to me. Like cozy and casual just seem to be like the same kind of moniker to me. Like I don't really understand the difference, except maybe like cozy is more like simulator. I feel like that's what it is. If you're saying cozy, you mean like a simulator lover. But like, uh, I don't know. I don't even know if that's really accurate. I feel like there's a lot of people that enjoy cozy games that aren't simulators too. Um, but like casual game is just like somebody that likes enjoying games that are more chill and relaxing, and I do definitely prefer those games, especially live. I especially enjoy doing those live. But sometimes I debate on doing something a little bit more challenging live, but I don't it's partly the bipolar again. I don't know how much my brain can take it before I like kind of like sometimes even when I am like playing it casually, I could find myself feeling like a little bit overstimulated, right? Because I love like challenging games. I love like a little bit of a difficulty in a game. Um, Celeste is one of my favorite games. I 100%ed that game. I played that 3 times, and I 100%ed it 3 times. I just recently did a run. I'm just looking to see if there's any of those like fire slimes just spawning in, because they tend to spawn here, but not today. Not today when I need them. Um, I'm probably just going to have to wait for like the event to occur. But Celeste is one of my favorite games, and I think a lot of people would consider that a difficult game. But I've played it so much that I can get under like 10,000 deaths now. I think the last time I played it, it was like closer to like 5,000 deaths. So like that was a really good fun game for me. But I don't know, like there are times when I play it and I just have to stop. So like if I did play it, I don't think I could play those kinds of games for longer than like an hour, because I just get overstimulated, so I'd have to figure out something else to play with it. Like there's been a few other games that I've wanted to play that are more difficult. Like I'm playing through Cloudberry Kingdom on my own right now, and I've gotten to the masochist levels. And like, God, they're not kidding when they're called masochist levels. I'm literally waiting around just for an event to occur at this point, because I don't think the fire slimes are gonna show up on their own. So I'm just kind of waiting around. But I do enjoy those games. I don't know if I could handle playing it long term on stream, because like right now these like little cozy games, I could do it fine. I could play these for hours. I love Harvest Moon. I love Story of Seasons. I love Stardew. I love Rune Factory. I can play them till the cows come home, right? I don't know if I could do that for the other games. So I feel like maybe like I want to play them. I don't know how it would set them up, right? Like I also think I would probably feel better playing them on my own first before I play them in real life. I'm collecting a few puddle slime because, like, I don't know if I really want to deal with the... I don't know if I want to deal with the fire slimes yet. At least not a lot of them. But I can at least do a few puddle slimes. Like, puddle slimes are my children. I love them. They're my babies. I missed my puddle slimes. Let me go back. Let me go back to a place where there is a lot of space and no walls. But like those two are the ones that I've been working on, and I've realized when I started the stream and started looking at other games that I wanted to play, I was like, man, there is quite a few games I've got that are challenging, and I didn't realize it. Like, for instance, Hollow Knight, which I've been trying to play. I tried playing a long time ago, and then I quit. I kind of gave up on it, and I need to go back and play it again. I just kind of wasn't vibing with it at the time because I had no idea what I was doing. I know a little bit better now, but I was like super confused because like I don't really play like Dark Souls-esque games. I've never done those before, but I'm trying to get into them now. Because somebody introduced me to Elden Ring, and I don't own Elden Ring, but I have been wanting to play that on my own too. And like there's several other like more challenging games that I want to play, and like I even went back to play like the old Donkey Kong Country, and I realized, oh, this is a lot harder than I thought it was. I keep dying to like the snowy mountain area, and I'm like, I thought I beat this when I was younger. Like a lot of games that I used to play and I used to be good at, I didn't realize how much I'd gotten tired of them. But it's kind of funny because I can beat Celeste, but then I'm struggling with Donkey Kong. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of rambled a bit, but like I like the idea of playing like harder games on stream and like just a variety of games in general. But like I feel like cozier games would be my more main vibe. So it's just figuring it out. And figuring out how to set it up. So I feel like if I ever did like the more difficult game, like I would probably do it like an hour or two and then switch over. And so maybe variety game streamer would be like a better title for me. I don't know. Like labels don't mean anything really, unless you're a Twitch streamer trying to like get people interested. like if you're using the Twitch tag system, then it's important. Oh god. Goodness. I think more than anything, I need to just get used to talking more. Because like, I mean, I do talk a lot, but I don't talk enough, I guess, because my throat still dries up and stuff. And you know what? That probably is more of a sign that I need to like drink more. But I do like, especially like certain days when I'm having a bad mood, I need to like learn how to like deal with it. If all else fails, like learn how to like take breaks or even make notes for myself to like read off if I'm having a day where I can't think of anything to talk about. Just like make a few notes for myself and just be like, hey, if you're having trouble thinking of something, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about that? I'm gonna shove these little puddle slimes over here. Here you big crybabies. Big crybabies who cry a lot. Okay, so we will probably feed these crying little babies once more. And see, like this is fine now. And these are fine because they've all got their own rubber duckies. Now, if we had these and I took this guy's rubber ducky, he's going to go to the closest rubber ducky near him. But since they are far away, the rubber duckies are fine. And so they'll keep producing plorts. Now, every so often, they'll push the rubber ducky far away. Hi! Lovely to see ya. You know what? I'm gonna take those plorts. Like, this is becoming dangerous territory. But yeah, like just some days I run out of things and I'm just gonna do that. But the duckies, I think I got two conversations mixed up there. Hang on. I was talking about the conversations before the ducks. But yeah, the duckies are fine as long as you keep them separated. But sometimes they do get mixed up, and you just gotta push them back together. But by the time they do get mixed up, they should produce a good amount of plorts, so it's good. Anyway, back to me like talking about like things like there's probably a bunch of things I could talk about, and I don't think about it. Like it's actually funny because I make notes all the time in real life. Like I make notes for like my streams and stuff. Like at the end of a day when I'm done with the streams, I have made notes about like which Gordos I need to pop, or like which which slimes I need to collect, or what I have done that day, or all that stuff. I have written that down. Like I think I mentioned it like the first stream that I was going to write it down. I wasn't joking. I literally did that, and I'll probably do it for a few other streams too, because like like as soon as I leave something, I will forget it. I will not think about it again. My brain will just shut down. I was supposed to make a call today, and then I didn't do it because I didn't write it down, and I didn't have anything to remind me because I was too focused on everything else. But I'll take care of it tomorrow. I'll put the paperwork right next to me, so I'll remember. Right in front of the computer with the phone and a note. But like sometimes I'll think of like a conversation or something, and I'll be like, oh, I could talk about that. I could talk about this, and then I make a little note about it, and then I talk about that little note. Or like if I need an idea of what to ask or something like that, I can make a little note of that. So like, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be like a full like paragraph or anything talking about like the truth of reality or something like that. It's something like asking Twitch how they're doing today. Hey Twitch, how are you doing today? I know it's almost the end of the stream and I have completely forgot to even ask, but how are you doing today? Hope you have enjoyed this stream. I hope you've enjoyed my silly little ramblings. I hope you've enjoyed my weirdness. I'm just, but yeah, you get the idea. I do hope everybody's having a good day out there. I do hope you're having a good day. Having a bad day is no fun. But, yeah, I'm probably just going to keep on rambling a little bit because, most of this is just going to be me taking care of these little guys until 12, and then we're just going to see if we can do the Viktor thing, and if we can't do the Viktor thing, I'm just going to end it here. So, we're just going to chillax, we're just going to enjoy the day, we're going to harass Viktor until he finally lets me into the freaking lab. He will let me into the freaking lab. One way or another. Like, if he doesn't let me into the lab today, I might have to do some research to see what I am missing. Because I don't know what else I'm missing. I don't know what else I'm... Actually, wait. I think I might know what I'm missing. Do I have to open a treasure pack? Do I have to open a treasure? Is that a thing? Hang on a minute. Okay, treasure opened. Do you have enough treasure in? Ooh, diamond. That reminds me, I never collected the stuff from the desert, but that's fine. But like, did I have to open one of these? Like, I was trying to think of like everything, like what thing I didn't do, and I never opened a single one of them. And I might cry laughing if that was it. And that was like the easiest one to find, so it's I don't mind like opening that one. So my brain is just kind of working right now. My brain is just kind of like, I hope that wasn't it. But that was probably it. We won't know until we do another event with Viktor whether that was it or not. So I hope Viktor is the next event. Let me see. I gotta go back and collect from the rock slimes. And then I've done the booms and the mosaics already. So the only thing left are the quantum and the hunters. Okay. So and I've already done this with the slime science once. I kind of got a little confused for a minute because I saw the 100 there. But no, it's just that there's so many. There's so many plorts. They just keep plorting all over the place. Disgusting little creatures. Disgusting little creatures that I love. Slimes really are probably my favorite, like, mythical creature, I guess. Can you call it mythical? Fantasy creature? I do. I love them. Like, ever since Dragon Quest, probably. Dragon Quest was probably the... Well, specifically, it was Dragon Quest Monsters that made me love that game. Make me love slimes. The Dragon Quest slimes were my favorite. But Dragon Quest Monsters for the Game Boy Color was the game that made me absolutely love slimes. And I don't think I've ever looked back since. They're just so cute and squishy. Like, their texture would probably be a nightmare in real life for me. Because I don't like gooey things. But in the game, I love them. It's kind of weird because it's the same with other creatures too, right? I hate bugs in real life. Especially like spiders and stuff. Spinarak's one of my favorite Pokemon. Spinarak's one of my favorite Pokemon. My favorite's Growlithe, but I love Spinarak. Spinarak is one of my babies. But I hate bugs in real life. I do not like bugs. I don't want to be like I could tolerate them. I could definitely tolerate them more than one of my partners. The other one just doesn't care. It's a bug. But I like for some reason I love fictional bugs. Fictional slime and fictional bugs. I love them to pieces. There's another game called Monster Rancher, which I have never beaten, but I have played obsessively for a long time. But I've never gotten that S rank. But there's a worm on there, and I love that one to pieces too. I love that little worm creature. And it's literally a worm. It's just it's more like a grub, but they call it worm. But it's so cute. I just want to pet it. And I can't tell if it's going to be like, it's going to feel like a bug or if it's going to feel like it's covered in leather. But it is so freaking cute. Like if it is in a video game, I will probably love the bug. The bug and the slime. Those will be my babies. Especially if they have like a cute little aesthetic to them. Like, sucker for that. God, now I want to play those, like, I want to play a Monster Collector game now. I haven't played Pokemon in forever. I haven't played Monster Rancher or, like, Dragon Quest in forever either. I've been playing a lot of, like, platformers recently. Platformers, and then I've been trying to play Harvest Moon 64 again. Because I want to try and do the perfect photo album run. Which I've never done. And I want to see if I can do it now that I'm older and I actually, like, know what I'm doing. Like, you would think, because I do this on stream, that I would not play that many video games in, like, regular time. But no, I love games, and I play games. just all the time. Victor? Victor! Are rad slimes a natural evolution or result of exposure to foreign matter? The fact that you said something new. Another devil and dervish. Okay. Okay. You're gonna make it hard on me. You know what? I tossed out that one devil. Flame. Whatever. It's telling me I made a mistake. Hey, you. Go hang out with your brethren. They've had babies! What kind of babies? Stony and... No, it's a briar and a regular hen. The stony wants nothing to do with it. But I'm forcing that hand. The stony's going to be outnumbered like 10 to 1 if it doesn't, like, assimilate. Okay. So we're going to go to the desert. We're going to get dervish. We're going to get fire. It only wanted one fire, right? I hope it only wanted one fire. We'll see. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so ready to go into the lab. I've been ready since the beginning of this stream. If that was all it took, I'm going to kick myself when I get off this stream. Okay. So dervish and devil. Dervish and devil. Listen, my brain is just kind of like fizzing out right now. Like, I'm getting tired. Like, I just want to see if I can unlock it, and then I'm like quitting. like I think I've finished for the day, because like I think like a few minutes ago I was talking about like how I needed to learn how to talk more and stuff, and it's just like part of it's because of this. Like, I feel like I burn out really easy, but you know, like 3 hours. 3 hours is pretty good for like a single like new stream. It's just, just really tired now. I need the break. Okay. We won't get the extractors this time. And like I knew these were going to be like at a different like rate, I guess you could call it, a different speed than the others. I wasn't going to get them as fast. So it's fine. I just mostly wanted to get them down. So I think what we might do is we'll put a different teleporter down for the warp for a little bit, because like strange diamonds are kind of rare, but if we can get the teleporter down, it's an elder. It's an elder. We love elders here. We love the seniors. I love senior citizens. I, I mean, I technically am a senior citizen, ain't I? Anyway, I'm a senior on the internet. The internet thinks I'm a hag. uh, but yeah, okay. We'll put him in the nursing home. I'm gonna have to buy a new shed upgrade just to put him in the nursing home. No. I think we have enough of the dervish. I'm just looking for flames. I will get a 10th one. Just for the hell of it. I don't think any fire slime spawn here. I'm gonna have to go out and explore a different location. I'm gonna look up about the golden thing too while I'm at it. When I'm done with this. And see. Yes! Thank you. Thank you. That's all I need. That's all I need. The Orient Jesus. Orient Jesus. He has been kind to me. Do people still use that? I don't know. I feel like I've just aged myself by referring to Orient Jesus. Okay. Are we done? Are we done? Give me a second. Ow! Oh, God. I deserved that kick. I think I forget that every single time I play this. Every single time I forget about that. I don't even know if it picked that up, me kicking myself. Okay. I'm putting these hens up. I'm only showing this off because I have to buy an upgrade to the shed. So Mr. Senior can get his own like little special location. I'm also going to take the elder hens out so the seniors can live together in peace and harmony. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I am going to feed these guys myself. I'm going to take care of the plorts and stuff myself. And then tomorrow, we will actually go and see Viktor. I will read the letter tomorrow, but we have finally got that stupid letter. And we are done. I will do one thing though. I will do one thing while I'm here. Not that. We're gonna do this. Yes, I want the toys. And there's the market link, so I know that now. But I wanted to get the toys real quick, so I'm just gonna buy them. So, the crystal ball, the stuffed chicken, the puzzle cube. Let me see. Crystal ball, stuffed chicken, puzzle cube, disco ball, hunter, quantum, mosaic, dervish, that's fire, tangle. Okay. I'm just trying to see which ones I need. I don't need the charcoal brick, but I need the soulmate and the stego. So, okay. I'm gonna put these all up into the appropriate spots too. So like, this little guy goes, let me see. This goes with the hunters. This goes, you know what, I don't even remember, but they go with something. They go with something. The stuffed chickens with the hunters, the puzzle cubes with the quantums, the discos with the mosaic. This is with dervish. We don't got those yet. This is with tangle. This is with saber. Okay, so we got them now. We got them now. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank y'all for watching. Tomorrow we'll actually go and do the glitch stuff. Yay! I'm so tired. Anyway, good night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.